Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Xargun. He is Allied Commander and for me it is the Empire of Japan. Yeah, I take now the west coast of Sumatra. The one or two more resource center. Not super important for me, but I better catch them. Because we are now at one with the moonlight, Xargun used the opportunity to make some night bombing strikes at Rockhampton. But he still is everything, more or less. And there was at least one flak hit on a B-17. This early in the war, there's normally not much Japan can do against night bombardment, so I not even try. Yeah, yesterday I think it's the same Dutch submarine, but so yesterday it was able to sink a supply cargo ship. This was now a resource cargo ship. Not so important cargo, but still, yeah, cargo ship I will maybe lose. Good, first airfield bombardments of Bentley. This is rough terrain, so I'm not sure if I can really hit here a lot on the ground. Yeah, some support. That is all we want. Sideshow and burning supplies. And the Hudson's coming again, and today I was simply using some Oscars to cap here. This is only a small 12 size air wing, but I had it in range, so for these Hudson's light bombers this is enough. So most of the Hudson's are not even reaching the target. Good. So a concentrated strike against this retreating Australian leftover forces from Perth. There's normally no threat at West Australia. There's no base more left the Australians can use for cap. At least not long range cap. Yeah, this was my cargo ship. But again, it was a smaller one, so not a big impact. And resources I have normally enough. Good, so second last base is the west coast of Australia, northwest coast. And this is a little ill-fated because I forgot to check the map, what is here, the base installation. Because I not really expected. I thought it's Churchtown, there's maybe some guns, but looks like Churchtown and Dunedin have also done guns. And these are not only small guns, these are 6 and 9 inch guns. So my invasion fleet is more or less already half destroyed before I reach the coast. Because this is only a small invasion fleet. So you can see the commander chooses, says, make no sense to unload here under enemy fire or I will lose all my ships. He tried to run away with what is left. Good, there was a Chinese unit crossing the river to... Xargun asked me to kill this more or less, so I kill it. because I don't expect here too much movement and changing of the front line more. So I simply really clean up everything what I can clean up. And these are all bombardments too. Keep the Chinese supply situation very critical. And here I simply clean up slowly the enemy. Albany, it should be or could be the next even this my new float plane base here. It's west of Australia. Up to now I fly my float planes out of Perth, but Albany is even more source. It means I can intercept even more or cover more India Ocean source of Australia. Good, this is an attempt to overcome here the enemy defense at this crossroad. It's, I think, double a wood terrain or something like this. So the problem is I have really only my navy garrison regiments. So they don't really have the training to attack. They are really purposely built for defense. So they don't have heavy equipment, only infantry mostly. So very hard to really strike strong. But the defender is low on supplies. Don't know exactly why. But the terrain helps him out. So you can see that I dropped to a quarter of my attack value. That is the issue, not that the Australian gets some bonus. So maybe with some real first-class divisions as well. We will see. There's only bombardments. This Dutch unit still won't retreat. Not sure why, but won't. And the New Zealand High Command, the problem is here again. This is 200 or 300 support units, and this means 200 or 300 support units have still roughly attacked a third of the numbers in AV. So you can see maybe this unit have roughly 100 attack value calculated, but it's low on supply, so they still fight with something. And I have the bigger issue that I cannot really break through because of the triple defense terrain. So, but that unit can also not more retreat because it's forbidden by game rules. There's no base more it can retreat, so it will stay there and fight to the end. It will surrender or it will survive. That makes it very tough to destroy. So a lot of additional forces arrives, but yeah. Overall, in the air it was a clear victory for me. I killed, I would say, 8 Hudsons and B-17. This was a flag kill, and I lost only 1 Betty by myself. Pilot is unluckily dead. I lost the ship again. This time much more value, but 7-point cargo ships are still the lower end. And the cargo itself with resources was also not super important. So I kicked this 1 Chinese unit, destroyed, okay. These 2 units still holding. Chinese units coming out of the mountains. So I must bring in here some more forces. But I have a second regiment helping here. So 1 regiment is here. The others are coming. Chinese are also trying to walk to this hex. And this is a little critical because there's only a garrison unit. So this is really only police. They cannot really fight. So I have to bring in my this regiment, mixed brigade regiment. Good, but overall in China not more too much. It's really only cleanup. Ceylon looks okay. I bring here really the last reinforcements I can muster to finish the operation of Colombo, and then I can attack again. And I really don't walk in this hex because the game rule again. So long there's a second base, there's no enemy. If I walk here in this hex, then this is more or less under siege. Means and the British could not retreat more because there's no other base. And by experience, and if you understand the code of the game, if the enemy cannot retreat, it's more likely to make a damage dice roll to the base, means that the base will have more damage. So I want that the British can retreat in this direction, so it's more likely that I take the base with less damage, let's say this. But it's only statistic, it's not a guarantee. So the rest is all fine. Java's still low on supply, so a little hard to attack at Bendoing now. Albany was a success, but there's no real industry, so I don't care. The base is okay, fine. And the enemies are all retreating. Okay, but not much more to see here. There was a AM, so this is a support sub-hunter, not really true sub-hunters. So the HQ is still fighting here. But again, this is a triple defense, super hard to fight here. I must maybe bring a real division to this unit to kill them. Maybe the Navy Guard units still are not able to do this. So the ill-fated attack here, this was really a mistake because I forgot to check how the game starts, or the original game map is starting. Or I could see here some 6 and 9 inch guns. So I will lose these 2 cargo ships very likely. I mean, the one is already dead, but it's somehow it's just finished the turn with 99 to 9 or 98 to 99, but that guy is dead. So these guys must swim. So I will try to pick them up with this guy. There's still some space left here. I also will move other ships to this. I mean, this guys can also take some. You can only save troops, but not cargo. Cargo is lost. It cannot swim. But troopers can swim if the ship is sinking to other ship. So I will try to get all the ships together and then maybe save as many people as possible. So, no. The 2 ships are more or less lost. So I don't know if I can. One ship will sink for sure. The second is likely because Japanese damage control is not very good. But if so long I save only 1 combat squad, the unit is not destroyed. Means I must rebuild it, and this will come back in Tokyo. So if then I can reach here the town, then I maybe need 2 or 3 weeks to rebuild the unit with reinforcements. But it's possible for Japan. You can rebuild everything. So long you have arms, tanks, and supplies. Good. The rest was no activity really over the map. There was an air battle at here. So my Oscars was successful. I also bring in here other unit, but this was a guy for sweep. We found nothing, or was not flying. This guy's, you see, no airframes lost, so there was only damaged airframes, but all returned to base. This is an advantage if you fly over your own base. You have very likely the chance to return to base with damage, even the Oscars, and they are paper thin. So these pilots are good, well trained, and they're getting some experience because you can see if there's experience and they kill, then it's likely they can get a kill, and so out of this they get 1 experience point. Maybe even 2 kills and 2 experience points, hard to say. But not enough to really be an ace. But maybe another day. And this attack here was not so successful, so these 2 units are simply not good enough to really attack. You have a lot of infantry squads, but the missing morale experience is maybe issue. The morale is so, it's okay, but they're not good enough. And Navy Guard units are really only clean up guys, not really hardcore fighter units. Good. And here at Nomaya there was this cargo ship. I simply forgot this guy is on the way, or I would put at least an escort ship into this task group, but naja, maybe another day. Okay, then see you next time, take care, bye bye.